hate to be the bearer of bad news here, but here in the United States, it looks like millions and millions of Americans will be fired without reason very soon. Now, today I want to break down what employers are looking to do, what one major employer is doing right now, but how this is going to impact you. One of the things I can tell you, which is very scary, is employers have found a way, a loophole, to get around firing you. But they're going to require you to take time off without pay. So I'm going to break all this down in just a moment, because right now millions of people are just waiting to be let go. So again, I'll break all this down in just a moment, but all I ask is one thing. It takes 2 seconds. Go ahead, hit that like button if you enjoy these daily updates. And now let's begin. Oh, okay. Hold on a second. So did I just say that millions of employees are about to be fired, but employers have found a loophole to get people to take time off, to pretty much take a week or two off without pay, without being fired? Yes. And I want to explain where this is coming from, because just listen to this. This person wrote to me earlier on last week, and this is what they said. Person says, and I quote, "Adam, can you tell me if this is even legal? I work for blank and blank, which is around 600 employees. I believe it's out of the state of California. And management has told us that for every 5 weeks of work, we must take 1 week off without pay." Is this legal? Well, to answer that, I want to turn to what Boeing is doing. Look at this right here. It says many Boeing employees to be furloughed after over 32,000 go on strike.
Shalom. We'll give all praise and glory to Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Hashem, Waha Kadash. Hey, double honors to the apostles, the elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutation for the hopeful elect Akim that's pushing his word with truth and sincerity. Peace to the elect out there that's pushing his word hard. So, I want to give you, this was going on here, with a lot of these big companies, man, because they don't have the funds, or they too cheap to give these employees salary increases, and right now there's a lot of strikes going on over there at the ports over there on the East Coast. A strike will commence on October 1st in the ports of the East Coast, and it's going to spread a lot of the work that's going to the East Coast to the West Coast. So it's going to be a lot of holdups and backups and suspensions of distributions, and they all this is beginning of sorrows, man. Okay, so Esau came with a clever idea. All right, now he came with a clever idea. It's called the meaning is called furlough. All right, but we're gonna get back to that later. We're gonna get to that in a minute. So let's get a scripture real quick. All right, because you got to understand all these are the beginning of sorrows. All right. And I'm going to go to the key point here, all right? This is Matthew 24, verse 7. For nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom. That's what's going on here. You got China against America. You got Russia against America. You got other countries against America. You got America against Russia, And, you got states within here, between the red and blue state, which they are really together here, going against each other. So this is nothing but division, okay? So once somebody's divided itself, when some nation's divided within itself, it's not going to stand. All right, so let's read. And pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. That's what's going on. You see a increase of plagues, diseases that's running rampant throughout America. You see many more earthquakes over here on the west coast of California. So it's been happening. That's when we're on the last days. All right. Let's read all these. Pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. All right. So let's go. I want to go to Mark real quick because they added a word here. All right. I think in Mark the 10th chapter, I believe. No, Mark 13, verse 8. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. There shall be earthquakes in diverse places. I want to go to the main word here. There shall be famines and troubles. These are the beginning of sorrows. And this example is trouble, okay? So right now, these companies, first and foremost, Boeing, all right, is an aviation engineering company, okay, which consists of mechanics, labor workers, and etc. management, all right. So Esau is trying to use a loophole called furloughing, all right. So you go to the meaning of the word furlough is like meaning suspension of a worker, like a layoff. So basically, they're trying to pitch that idea. They say, look, every 5 weeks you have to take a week or two off with no pay. Is that righteous according to the Bible? No, it's not. Okay, because there's a loophole. Because you got to see how America pays their employees. They pay them. There's certain states or companies or governments. They pay you once a month. They pay you bi-weekly or they pay you weekly. All right. So let's go according to the law, man, which America doesn't follow because the law was given to our people, the Israelites, how to treat one another, how to pay our people, right? But since they claim themselves to be a God-fearing nation, so let's put the law up real quick, all right? This is Deuteronomy 24 and verse 15. Let me get it real quick, all right? Deuteronomy 24, verse 15. Hell yeah, man. You know, we got to expose Babylon, brothers. Keep exposing them, all right, through this word. All right, so let's read. I'm going to read KJV, and I'm going to read the NLT. All right, Deuteronomy 24, verse 15. At his day thou shalt give him his hire. Never shall the sun go down upon it, for he is poor and setteth his heart upon it, lest he cry against thee unto Yahweh, and it be a sin unto thee. So let's go to the NLT. You must pay them their wages each day before sunset. See, according to the Bible, you got to pay a man or a woman that's in employment on a daily, okay? On a daily, all right? On a daily. And top of that, you don't supposed to tax them too, all right? But hey, render unto Caesar's what Caesar's, right? Okay? So you must pay them their wages each day before sunset because they are poor and are counting on it. Why they are poor and counting? Because our people are poor here in Babylon the Great. A lot of our people are 1 check to 2 checks away from going homeless, okay? From losing everything. It is enough that our people go through a stressful time with these wages, with their marriages, you know, because, you know, the divorce rate is because of wages and infidelity, adultery, okay? So it's rising up. It's rising up. And guess what? The elites notice. This is why they really destroying the dollar, okay? So let's read here. Give me a sec. Here we go. If you don't, they might cry unto the Lord against you, and it will be counted against you as a sin. And guess what? The Lord is going to pay back double unto Esau because of his sins, so-called, okay? Because of his unjust system over here in America, Babylon the Great, all right? But do you expect this country to be just? No, man, because this is not our resting place. This is not our rest, period, okay? So right now, Esau's trying to use this word called furloughing to try to swindle their employees. It's not going to be only Boeing, okay? It's going to be many more other big companies. They're going to use this idea. It's called like a layoff, and we'll call you. You just report next week back to work, and order them to save money to raise their stocks. Okay, and guess who can get the big bonuses? The upper management. We see the game. Okay, we see the game, Esau. But guess what? That's not going to save your company. All right, the Lord's going to destroy America, Babylon the Great. So let's get with another scripture because we see the BS you're doing, okay? You may fool the masses of these zombies out here, but you're not fooling the men of the Lord, all right? So let's go to 2 Corinthians 2, verse 11. So people are going to ask you, so what we got to do? What we got to do, you know, to avoid it? There's nothing to avoid. You have to trust in Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. That's including first and foremost myself. Okay? Because we are all under that banner of 1 or 2 checks away of being homeless and stuff. But having faith in Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, he's going to direct your steps into making the right decisions. It's going to be hard. It's not going to be that simple. But guess what? The Lord said in the scriptures, he said, when people go hungry, my servants shall eat. When people go thirsty, my servants shall drink. So we're going to be in a good case. We just got to have faith, including me, myself. I'm saying this to myself and for other brothers too. We have to have deep prayer, man. Okay? Because everybody's going to be tried here. So this is 2 Corinthians 2, verse 11. All right? And it reads, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. So who's the embodiment of Satan here on earth? Is the so-called white man, Esau, Edom. So we do not lack knowledge of his plans, what he's trying to do. Okay? We see what he's trying to do. He's trying to save his own skin and let everybody else suffer. That's the MO of the so-called white man, Esau, Edom. So let's get another scripture. I'm going to top it off from there. Okay? Because according to the law, you're supposed to pay a man or a woman according on a daily. You need to pay them their wages on a daily. All right? They got you getting paid bi-weekly, a month, and on top of that, taxing you so high is really unjust, man. It's illegal. Okay? But guess what? The Lord's gonna get his ass, man. All right, so just be patient. All right, so this is let's get it. This is Isaiah, the 32nd chapter. Isaiah, the 32nd chapter. Isaiah 32, verse 7. All right, and it reads, the instruments also of the cure are evil. So what's the instruments they're gonna try to use? They're gonna try to swindle you and saying, look, man, every 5 weeks you work, you must take a week or 2 off, and you won't get paid for it. So they're gonna use a word called furloughing, but they're gonna say we're gonna lay you off for at least a week and we'll get you back. They're gonna say it in a nice way, all right? But some people are just gonna get fired off the jump, man. Okay. The instruments also of the cure are evil. He deviseth wicked devices, furloughing, to destroy the poor. Who's the poor according to this earth, according here in Babylon the Great? All right, is the Israelites. We're the poor. Okay, we're not the rich of the earth. We're not running anything here. All right. He deviseth wicked devices to destroy the poor with lying words, even when the needy speaketh right, man. And we trying to tell you, brothers, man, and you Israelites out there throughout the earth, man, especially here in Babylon Great America, this is not your rest, man. Do not trust in these devils, all right? Trust in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, man. It's only going to get even more interesting from here and out, man. So strap on your seatbelts, man. It's going to be a tough ride. Till then, another video. Hope your brothers and sisters were edified. Shalom.